Hello students, this is Kanupriya, PGD Geography, and here I am once again with my next video on the very next chapter, which is chapter 5. Chapter 5, Minerals and Rocks. This is the chapter 5th of book 1, that is Fundamentals of Physical Geography. This chapter will deal with minerals and rocks. Minerals, its physical characteristics, the types of minerals, and some major minerals and their uses. This chapter will also deal with rocks, the various types of rocks, that is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. After that, we'll discuss about rock cycle. So this chapter deals with minerals and rocks. So let's start with this chapter. About 98% of the total crust of the earth is composed of 8 elements like oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, which is shown on your book in table 5.1, and the rest is constituted by titanium, hydrogen, phosphorus, manganese, sulfur, carbon, nickel, and other elements. We all know that earth crust is made up of number of elements, but about 98% of the earth crust is made up of 8 main elements, which include oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, calcium, potassium, sodium, and magnesium. The elements in the earth crust are rarely found exclusively but are usually combined with other elements to make various substances. These substances are recognized as minerals. So basically all these elements are not found exclusively on its own. Rather, it is combined with number of other elements to form certain substances, and those substances are known as minerals. Now what are these minerals? So let's discuss it. A mineral is a naturally occurring substance having organic or inorganic origin, having definite physical and chemical properties. So minerals are provided by nature only. These cannot be produced artificially by human beings. These minerals can have organic origin or inorganic origin. That is, it can be obtained from the decomposition of the dead remains of plants and animals, or it can have inorganic origin also. Each mineral have definite physical as well as chemical properties. A mineral is composed of 2 or more elements, but sometimes single element minerals like sulfur, copper, silver, gold, graphite, etc. are found. So this is the introduction related to minerals. The basic source of all minerals is the hot magma in the interior of the earth. When magma cools, crystals of minerals appear, and a systematic series of minerals are formed in sequence to solidify so as to form rocks. Minerals such as coal, petroleum, and natural gas are organic substances found in solid, liquid, and gaseous form respectively. So all the minerals are basically obtained from the hot and molten magma that comes out from the interior of the earth during volcanic eruption. This magma cools down, and because of which series of minerals crystals appear, and they are formed in sequence, and they solidifies so as to form rocks. We have different minerals like coal, petroleum, and natural gas, and all these minerals have organic origin, and they are found in solid, liquid, and gaseous form respectively. Now comes the physical characteristics of minerals. First is external crystal form. Basically, the external crystal form of the mineral is determined by the internal arrangement of the molecules. If the internal arrangement of the molecule is cube, then it will appear like a cube. If it is octahedron, it will appear like octahedron, and if it is hexagonal, so it will appear, the external crystal form of the minerals will be hexagonal. So it basically depends upon the internal structure of the molecules which are present inside the minerals. Second one is cleavage. What is this cleavage? Cleavage is basically a physical property of any mineral to break in given directions, producing relatively plane surfaces. And it is also because of the internal arrangement of the molecules, due to which it may cleave in one or more directions and at any angle to each other. So basically, it is the property of any mineral so that it can be broken up into plane surfaces. It is a tendency of the mineral to break up in different directions, producing plane surfaces. Third one is fracture. This characteristic is shown by that material or mineral whose internal molecular arrangement is very complex, and because of which the crystal will break up in an irregular manner, that is, not along the planes of cleavage. So this is fracture. Fourth one is luster. Luster is basically the appearance of a material without regard to its color. Each mineral has a distinctive luster like metallic, silky, glossy, etc. Luster is basically the shine that a particular material or a mineral has. So it can be metallic luster, it can have silky luster, or it can have glossy luster. So it is basically the shine that it possesses. Fifth one is color. Some minerals have characteristic color determined by their molecular structure. For example, malachite, azurite, chalcopyrite, etc. And some minerals are colored by its impurities. For example, because of the impurities present in quartz, it may be white, green, red, yellow, etc. So basically, it has color because of the impurities which are present in it. Sixth one is streak. Streak is basically the color of the ground powder of any mineral. It may be of the same color as the mineral or may differ. For example, malachite is green and it gives green streak, that is same ground powder of that mineral. But we have fluorite also, which is purple or green, but it gives a white streak. So basically, streak is basically the color of the ground powder of any mineral. Seventh one is transparency. We know what is transparent, in which light rays passes through it, through the objects. We have translucent, in which light rays pass through but will get diffused so that the objects cannot be seen. And we have opaque, in which light will not pass at all. So different minerals have different type of transparency. It can be transparent, it can be translucent, or it can be opaque. Eighth one is structure. Particular arrangement of the individual crystals. So it can be fine, medium, or coarse grained. It can be fibrous, it can be separable, it can be divergent, or it can be radiating. So basically, structure refers to the arrangement of the individual crystals. So it can be fine grained, it can be medium grained, or it can be coarse grained. Ninth one is hardness. Hardness is the property of a mineral, or it is basically the relative resistance being scratched. Some minerals have high resistance power and some minerals have low resistance power being scratched. So basically, some minerals have high hardness and some minerals have low hardness. On the basis of that, 10 minerals are selected to measure the degree of hardness from 1 to 10. They are talc, second one gypsum, third one calcite, fourth one fluorite, fifth one apatite, sixth one feldspar, seventh one quartz, eighth one topaz, ninth one corundum, and 10th one is diamond. Ninth one is hardness. Hardness is basically the relative resistance being scratched. So basically it is the physical property of any mineral that how much it is resistant to being scratched. We have used 7 minerals which are selected to measure the degree of hardness from 1 to 10. As we all know, some minerals are very hard and some minerals are very soft. So depending upon that, 10 minerals have been selected to measure the degree of hardness. They are number 1 talc, number 2 gypsum, number 3 calcite, number 4 fluorite, number 5 apatite, number 6 feldspar, number 7 quartz, number 8 topaz, number 9 corundum, and number 10 is diamond. Compared to this, for example, a fingernail is 2.5 and glass or knife blade is 5.5. So this is basically how we can calculate the hardness of any mineral or material. Now the last physical characteristic is specific gravity. We can calculate the specific gravity as the ratio between the weight of a given object and the weight of an equal volume of water, or object weighed in air and then weighed in water, and divide weight in air by the difference of the two weights. So this is how we can calculate the specific gravity of any object or material or mineral. So this is all for today. If you have any doubts, please come up with your doubts. Thank you so much.